Howdy folks, Solo Gamer is back again, and we're continuing from where we left off last time. I will note that in the last video, I accidentally called this game Extraction Point. Sorry, getting my stuff a little mixed up right now. Oh crap, they've rigged the place to blow. Time to leave. Fair enough. Let's see how they handle a full-on volley from this bad boy. Dang. ATC stepping up its efforts. Back up, really? Here, eat a bullet in the throat.
Man down.
Gives new definition to tickling his ribs, eh?
Let's go. Pin him down.
Sit. I'm running low on laser power, so might as well finish it up.
He's here.
Whoa! Not cool.
Kill him.
I don't think so. It's free when wet. Under construction, too.
Where do you think you're going?
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
I don't care.
Oh, shit.
Shockwave! Come on! The door won't open! Come on!
don't think we're outrunning a nuke. Yeah, so that's the midpoint. That is the end of Fear 1. The original Fear game. And that marks the halfway point between Fear 1 and 2.
Here's the
Well, that marks
situation.
the halfway
Things
point
didn't
between
make it underground.
the part 1 and
Radio's
2 of
out.
this game, I should say.
Shit. Get moving. You still have a job to do. I'm not gonna let that asshole get away.
I love how he assumes that that asshole's still alive. And going that way.
You know, I think we're in the old underground metro area. It was destroyed by a big earthquake, and the new city was built on top. Took my kids on the tour last summer. Never been to this section. How long has it been since the explosion? Wonder when this shit happened.
This got torn apart from the looks of it. This looks bad. I think I'm more on it enough to handle myself, but oh, he dead. Go that way.
Where the fuck have you been? Come on, let's go. As near as I can figure, that explosion triggered a massive outflow of... You know, I don't know what the fuck is going on. You take point. We're way beyond the briefing now. Definitely through the looking glass.
That's putting it mildly.
What's that? Do you hear that? Over there!
More of those specters. Again,
Let's get the fuck out of here.
one of my least favorite adversaries. What the hell?
Fuck! Hey, up here. Hold on, I'll be right down. Want a piece of me? Come on, motherfucker! out his fucking Amarillo. Come on, Morrison's getting away. Somebody's got my leg. Somebody's got my leg! Fuck, help me!
Now we have a new threat. The scarecrows. Keep an eye out on the floor when you're playing this game. What you'll see are these spots of intense, unaccounted for darkness. They can appear anywhere. So you have to keep that in mind. When you're navigating around, because now you have the specters to contend with. And on top of that, you have the scarecrows. Because of the way the scarecrows operate, they can appear anywhere and put themselves in places you can't outmaneuver them or outnavigate them. See? Now, if you destroy them, they vanish. It costs you ammo. Higher difficulties, this becomes a choice of, do you try to outmaneuver them, or do you try to work around them? Where are these phantoms? And if you walk into one, you have to blast like crazy to get out, because they will drag you down. Drag you down and basically claw at you until you're dead or you escape. So, because they show up with the specters, you have to be careful, because the specters can and will cause you to lose track of the shadows, and then they will not, and then you get sucked into one of them. You'll come out and then immediately have to fight another specter. The good thing is the specters are, by and large, fairly weak independently. Like one-on-one, you can take them pretty simple. But they're never alone, they're always in groups, and they're always terrassing around the building. Best weapons for them are the pistols, if you have them. Or alternatively, the shotgun. Machine gun can work too, but you have to be careful with your aim. There's actually a challenge where there's actually a chance to get through the whole game without having a scarecrow get to you. And it can be done. It's not easy, but it can be done. But it's almost inevitable that you will get caught by one of them eventually. That was Chen. Is he one of them now? No. The sooner I'm out of this goddamn mess, the better. Can't go that way. Guess I'm going this way. Nope. Well, at least this looks a little bit better. But as I mentioned before, just because you're out of the underground doesn't mean those damn things can't get to you. Oof. Talk about a panic attack. And especially now at this point, Alma is completely unleashed. There is nothing holding her back now. This part of the game runs in conjunction with Extraction Point. I think I didn't see you there, bugger. Now it's interesting, like the Spectres are actually, I think they used the exact same combat and animations that you see from the stealth troopers that Armacam uses. And the only difference between them... Nice try. At least I didn't see it. But that's what I mean. They will put them in places where it is clear they're trying to lure you in. Rats again. Whenever there's rats. Great. Whenever the rats are freaked out, something supernatural will be going down. Let's see. Whatever these things are, they're not immortal. They are definitely supernatural and operating on some sort of different physical logic. water's always risky because they can appear in water too. So. This is why I subscribe to the Alma losing control theory that became super popular when this game first launched. Granted, the internet was in its infantile phases at the time, so we weren't really sure. But I should go.
Get me the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
What's interesting is these things have like almost zero interest in Morrison. And I think a big part of that is the fact that he's not actively doing anything to engage Alma. Something else is out there that is very unhappy. There's also theories that while it wasn't intended, a lot of the supernatural stuff you see here in this game is related to what eventually becomes the Crawler or the Creeper in the third game.
We've got Morrison. Grenade.
Sure, have as many as you like.
Target in sight.
It's also notable that despite the fact that Alma's fully active and that these guys have just witnessed a nuke, they're still going. Like, noted for the record, these guys are still trying. It's notable that these guys seem to be wearing bodysuits as opposed to like full body armor. So I don't know if it's just that their armor isn't quite as absorbent or is just not meant for straight on combat. I mean, they do seem like spec ops.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Get to cover. What's your status? Does anyone have a visual on the target? Five o'clock.
Man. Well, we'll go up there in a moment, but guess not. Surface it is. Let's get back up topside and see if we can reestablish contact with our team. I get a distinct impression things have not gone well. Oh my god.
Sergeant, thank God. Guessing Chin didn't make it.
No, we didn't.
Shit. The explosion took everything offline. I don't hold out much hope for the other team. Near as I can figure, they were in an Armacam facility when it exploded. I'm heading your way. Keep after Morrison. I want to question that son of a bitch personally.
Yeah. No offense, buddy. Questioning him seems kind of redundant at this juncture. Just saying. You're alive. Call that unexpected. Alright. Okay, we're gonna pause it here. Save the game right at this point. Relic. That name comes up in games a lot, don't it? Alright, so we're gonna save it here. And next time we'll continue with our pursuit of Morrison. But yeah, so now all three of the Vivendi games now interconnect to each other. This game crosses between Fear 1 and Extraction Point, and actually starts before and ends after. It starts before and ends after Fear 1, and in fact is believed that the second half of the game takes place in complete concert with Fear 1 Extraction Point. There's some continuity. There's some continuity issues with that later on, but I'll get to that in Fear 2, promise. Anyway, I'll catch you later. This is the Solo Gamer, signing out.